who we are, people. It's central London. It doesn't get any more central than this. Here I am at the centre. The centre of the political show business stage. A lot of decisions are made in here, or so they say. It's a very powerful place, or it's a big symbol of power, mixed with emotion. If I zoom in there, people camping out, wanting peace. Are they making a difference? Well, that's for themselves to judge, and the politicians that debate like kids in a playground in the House of Commons. Yeah, as ever, I've been enjoying life. It's always the most important thing. I've been enjoying life, and in my spare time, looking up on a few things, and a lot of things are been going on. It's a special year, 2012, and it's going to be a year of changes as I look at Westminster Abbey. These historical, symbolic buildings that's surrounded by here. But do these people actually control what's going on? Do these people actually make the decisions? Well, I don't know. Is there more powerful people controlling these people? I would guess yes. There's something big going on. Something that us sheeple, something big enough that we couldn't comprehend. The propaganda that comes out of this place is pretty disgusting. People go and vote to put people they don't know in power to make decisions to enslave them. We worship, as I say, we worship the need for help, and what was apparent in my mind is we're afraid to let go. As our young kids, we are always answering to our parents, always needy to your mum, and when you let out the bird's nest into the real world, nothing should change. You shouldn't have to feel the need to answer to these people. You get set free from your parents. That's what you should be. You should set free in life, just like in the wild, just like animals in the wild. We're no different. But with us, we're trained to, starts from religion, worship religions, answer to someone we've never seen, someone we don't know, and it falls its way down to the state. The same people vote to get enslaved. The more power we give these people, the more enslaved you get. And what I try to say is just don't rely on these people or these bastards, because the only tool governments have got is force. They rule by force. They tax on the private sector and just give to the public sector. And if you don't pay your taxes, you will be dealt with by force and fear. But the truth is, there's nothing to fear. There's a strong energy coming. I can feel it personally. That there's going to be changes. It's going to be big changes. Spiritually and consciously. And the things that are going on before is going to stop. You see all over the world, all these uprisings. It's not by accident. It's people's energies that have been building up for so long, and now it's slowly getting released. And this is the year of reckoning. Yeah. What is also apparent is a lot of people can feel it, but they don't know what's going on. I've been doing a lot of research into like the pyramids and all these henges and things like that, and there's no coincidence why all these ancient civilizations all predict big change in 2012. And the whole thing, the whole solar system and the planet's been realigned. It's going to be big changes, and people feel that as the siren's gone in central London. People feel that, and people feel that, and there is nothing to fear. Only to be embraced. The whole Mayan calendar 2012 and pyramid predictions, which is still a mystery to man. It's going to be good changes for the better. I was actually wanting to talk about something that's kind of going on in the background of the news, if you like to call it that. Yesterday I was watching a thing online, David Wilcock, David Wilcock, and I was looking into his whole conscious and spiritual talk. I think he's done the film Enigma, and he's a very intelligent kid. And then later on, I was flicking through and there was a thing about David Wilcock Gold. So I looked on it to see what it was, and it was more or less a confession about what's going on behind closed doors. Surely, it's quite nice here, peaceful and tranquil. And he's talking about there's a lawsuit going on by the Japanese suing the Federal Reserve Bank of New York about gold. Apparently, 1932 or 1933 or something, Japan lent gold to the Federal Reserve of New York to spread the wealth, start rebuilding, and apparently once the Federal Reserve got hold of the gold, they denied all knowledge of it. And I think that's where Pearl Harbor comes from, the Japanese attacking America. And I was watching it, I think this is seems like a bit like a film plot, something out of a film. But the amount of gold that was said to have been, as you say, under the control of the Federal Reserve, it was meant to be 750,000 tonnes of gold. Now just think about that for a minute. 750,000 tonnes. Metric tonnes as well. with the estimated price of around 15 trillion dollars, at least, I think. Just think about that, $15 trillion. Well, for a start, gold will go down to $1 an ounce, and there would be all chaos. But then I thought, as soon as that happened, a fellow YouTuber, GuildF40, posted online about Lord James Blackheath, and he was him testifying in the House of Lords, somewhere around here, the House of Lords, on camera, and House of Lords is a big deal, about this story it started back in 2009. He was investigating this, about all this gold. And if this was some sort of plot of a Hollywood movie, it wouldn't be being debated in the House of Lords. And the original video was 2009, this Lord Blackheath. And then there was one just last week, he came back to say that there had been payments made from the HSBC Bank from JP Morgan to HSBC Bank of $5 trillion. There was 3 payments of $15 trillion intertwined between the bank accounts, RBS, HSBC and JP Morgan. It was £15 trillion, and it was all about this gold. And one of the other lords threw it out to say, he said there was only been 150,000 tonnes of gold mined, so this must be a lot of rubbish. But the fact it was in the House of Commons, the House of Lords, which is the Commons' older brother, some believe, is debating this is big, and I think something's going to come out of this. Because apparently Japan wanted to spread the wealth, apparently, to get America as a world reserve currency, so give them the gold to back, to print more dollars to share and rebuild places in the world. And they basically stole it, and that is why Pearl Harbor happened, amongst other things in history. My version's probably not 100% correct or whatever, but as I said, all these things are going on, and things are going to come clear, and there's going to be a definite change if it's in power or people in general, and just not trusting these people and just having enough of all the shit you've been put through, just having enough, and we'll see what happens. But saying it now, I might go over to Buckingham Palace and do another video, a touch base soon. Oh, and here's one from my American friends. That is, I don't know if you can see it from here, but a statue of Mr. Abraham Lincoln. I didn't know it was here. And you got them fuckers. Peace out. You may as well have the bells of Big Ben before I zone out. Oh, 2 dongs, bye.